Hey guys, welcome back. Um, let's see, what do I want to talk about today? Is anybody out there? I'm still working on that stuff. The one Jackson I was working on turned out to be a flop. Yeah, the neck on that is warped. And I'm not going to bitch about it. It is what it is. I'm still going to salvage some of the parts off of that, but today I thought I would change the strings on the Vola and kind of take a look to see, the internals to take a good look at what makes this guitar so unique, And I'm always interested in during a string change is to take off the pick guard and take a really good look at what the Japanese are doing as far as wiring the pickups, what capacitors they may use, or what are the pots that they're using. These seem to be okay. I didn't hear any scratchiness in them. So yeah, let me get set up. We'll run just where's my multimeter? I'll set that up and we'll just take a few readings and then see what's going on with the Vola and put on some Fender bullets. These strings used to be as cheap as Ernie balls, but the fuck, Fender? I mean, Fenders, these bullets type strings have gotten expensive for whatever reasons. I don't know why, but I'm a big fan of them. I like the bullet ends because they just snug up in those cavities really, really nice. But I'm a big fan of Ernie Ball too, and I love Darios. Those are great. I got a guitar body coming in from Guitar Fetish. I want to try and set this up and with that warm off neck. So I got that in the works next. But for now, this is something I'd like to do. Well, let's take a quick look because I'm going to keep rambling like an idiot, like an old man. And happy Memorial Day for all you guys if you're in the service. Thank you for your service as always. And, we appreciate your sacrifice to the American culture and to our freedom. Amen to that. So let me push pause and get set up. All right, guys, hold on. Okay, we're back. We're back live. All right, let's take some readings. I really do have to get my shit set up here better. It's just so rinky dink. But this is not an official guitar review channel. This is something I was going to do regardless. This is really for my own information also. But if any of you guys are interested in the output of the Vola, we'll just take a big dip at it. So if everything's hooked up right, volume all the way on. Okay, let's see if I can get a proper reading here. Make sure my connections are right. Let's see where we're at. Sometimes I just gotta squeeze these terminals, just, because shit's fucking stupid, bro. Really. I got numbers jumping all over, and that's not anybody's fault but my own. I just got to get it right, Got to make sure that my leads are connected properly. And when I'm not getting a signal, I know I'm missing something. Son of a bitch, hold on. Okay, I think I got it. Sorry about that. I wish things were. I wish I had more tools like Guitar Max or Scar My Guitar or G-Man or But anyway, so the bridge is 9.2K. Position 2 is 2.68K. The middle position is 5.98, so almost 6K there. Position 4 is 3.08, and these are some kind of they're very different numbers than a Fender Strat. And then in the neck we have a 6.03K. So, and for me, the Vola just not so much of the guitar. There is a unique design to the body, but it's really the pickups that are really interesting. I mean, they just have a. So let's take a look and see what's going underneath. I'll save you all the hassle, and we'll just get to looking underneath the pick guard here real quick, like. Okay, we're back. So taking off the back plate, yeah, the plastic's still on there. I mean, that's really nice. I don't know why the seller on Reverb decided to get rid of this. I mean, they're pretty expensive, and I can't believe that he took a loss, a big loss, for selling it to me for that price. Um, so it's kind of crazy. Okay, so getting to what do I see so far? When you're getting old, this is when you know you're getting old. Like, I got this from Costco, a set of these, probably 4 or 5 years ago, and they're great, man. They're like fucking super bright and powerful. And of course, over the time, I busted the shit out of the band and everything. And so instead of going to Costco and getting a new set, I was at Harbor Freight picking up these pieces of crap, which are really poor. I mean, the light on these running a double A, they're just crap. There's like more of a yellow beam in here. I mean, they're okay, but they really are. And here I am thinking, I should just be throwing this shit away. But I'm thinking, well, what if I do this and then I get some hot glue and then glue that, and I can still, because this is super nice, super powerful. But this is a piece. But there I am, 62 years old, trying to fucking salvage shit. That's when you know you're getting old. You're like, I can't just throw it away. I gotta keep it. I gotta pet it. It's my. I can still use you. That's fucking crazy, right? so, um, so the bridge in the back is kind of, a little disappointing. I mean, it's got one of these shaved type bridges where it's got a sort of a medium sized block at the top end of it, and then towards the back it's kind of shaved, and that does really take away sustain. I mean, if it's not a full size block. So the fucking Japanese are always like any Asian company, I guess. They're just looking for ways to save money, so let's shave off a quarter of the fucking block. And then I guess the owner, like, you see there's some there's something stuffed in the springs, there's something in there that's kind of dead, but that one wasn't successful, so the owner tried to stuff some shit in the springs. That's kind of funny. I'll have to fix that. And then so I'm hoping that this isn't one of those pick guards where you have to take off the fucking neck just to see what's underneath it. I hate that shit. Like, there are some guitars, and even Fender is guilty of this too, where you can't take off the pick guard unless you take off the fucking neck. That is just like, I don't know, because of the 22nd fret overlay, you can't. And then, you kind of have to bend it out. So this is my first attempt, and yeah, it's kind of snug in there, and yeah, but hey, it comes out. All right. Awesome. Wow. That's pretty fucking impressive. I don't know if you guys can see that. So let me get my bullshit light out here. Whoa, too bright. What a big ass. That is the biggest orange capacitor I have ever seen. That is huge. Definitely factory soldering, cloth wiring. There's absolutely, look at the whole back plate is shielded. Really, really cool. Really nice. Definitely 250 KA I see on that pot. Damn. Fucking blinded me. This one, where's my glasses? Man, Todd, you're getting fucking old, dude. Like, um, where you need glasses to see shit now. Your eyes are getting bad. Hey, when you turn 62, guys, you're gonna see like shit don't work the same, man. You're gonna, and I do wear glasses, by the way. Let me go get my glasses. I can see a little better. Okay, now that I'm back. So I was just kind of looking at this. So this is your fucking standard HSS pickup configuration you will see on most guitars. But I have often said it is critical if you're working on your own guitars and you're soldering pickups and stuff like that, is to always take a look at what the manufacturers of some of these guitars are doing in their wiring scheme. Now, this is not wired in a traditional way with this 5-way selector. Very interesting here is how they have it. You have the neck in the middle. Their hots are their whites, which is normal, and then on the humbucker, the green is hot, and then the red and white are joined on the second lug here, which would usually you will run a tone knob for your other tone knob if you have a volume, tone, and tone. And then this lug, which usually is soldered over here to this lug, the first lug on the right side, and then that lug usually gets soldered to the hot here to the first lug of the volume pot, and then this of course goes to the output jack, the second lug. But here it's a little different. This last lug here is actually going to right here, the first lug of the volume pot, right? And then that's pretty much it. So, and then this is grounded. Lug number 2 goes to ground. So that's pretty fucking interesting. Like, really, like, this is normal. So having a wire going from the volume to the tone pot in the first lug is normal. And then your orange drop here, this is also normal. And then your ground wire, that's also normal. But this is unique because usually this first lug is wired over here to lug number 1. So again, I'll take a picture of this, and maybe, I will reference this to doing a setup with maybe these pickups. Because this is a Seymour Duncan, and maybe I will follow the same sort of pattern here. Because if I like the way these are sounding and splitting up, why not try them with another pickup? Like I have these Ingve Malmsteens. Now they're not 2-wire, they're actually 4-wire. So it would be kind of interesting because the person who owned this, let me put this back. The cavity is absolutely wonderful, man. It is meticulously shielded. Like I don't even need to think about testing whether or not it's properly shielded. But it is really, really like nicely shielded. Not some half-ass, slopping around in there. That is like top of the line paint shielded in there. Really, really nice. The saddles are a little like, how would I say? The alloy metal has that kind of weird looking shit, like it fell out of a mold. They're not really hardcore. Like I would be thinking that the saddles would be of a denser alloy, but they look like a cheaper alloy. They're gonna have to cut costs, but this thing is absolutely just like I'll take a picture of that, guys. So I'm gonna push pause. I'm gonna string it up. But just to let you know, these are 250K pots. This one is labeled A. This one's got a big ass orange capacitor on there that says CDE7 15P 600 volts 473J 1449. But that thing is huge. Like, man, so much for your regular orange drops. I mean, that thing is 1 inch for sure. It's bigger than the pot. But nice cloth wiring, definitely factory. But this is really interesting here on this 5-way selector with 2-wire ground and hot on the single coils, and we have a 5-wire on the humbucker. Nothing's labeled here with the humbuckers, but the whole cavity, the whole pick guard is nicely shielded. And I hate to even put all of my fingerprints on here, but you know, nicely waxed. I mean, you could tell these are really high-end quality pickups here. Really nice. Got the nice material underneath these single coils, which are really, really nice. I think even these E-Way mountings have that same material. But super nice, man. Wow, what a trip, dude. So I'm gonna string this up. I mean, that's really all to say about the Vola. The neck is reminiscent of an American standard type neck, where it just has that American Fender kind of tint to it, but it definitely feels American, like a Fender American Strat neck. You know, it just has that really high-end quality one-piece maple neck for sure. But this I find very interesting, looking at this 5-way selector and seeing how the Japanese have wired this. I think I definitely will try this just to see what happens, you know, with another set of pickups, a 5-way selector. I don't know if I'll be able to find an orange drop like this. I'm sure this has something to do with the tone and just the way that is. I mean, I've never seen a ground wire go to the second lug on a 5-way selector. That's kind of interesting. Like, my brain is kind of going, what the fuck is that? Like, I've never noticed shit like that, but it works, you know. I can't say it's not factory, because I've never seen this is as factory as I'm gonna get it. It looks right. I mean, it doesn't look like anybody's been fucking with this at all. So I just have to believe that everything is stock. I believe it is, and I'm just gonna stick with that. But these are CTS pots, so there's really nice, like that whole pick guard from the factory is shielded. Nobody took it apart and did that. That's too, you know, perfect. Like, it's just got this nice little trim. That's definitely fucking perfect, man. And these cavities are really nice. No rough edges in here too, man. You know, a little bit down here in this part, but you know, when you usually take apart a pick guard from the Fender, it's all fucking super coarse. But this is an interesting cavity too, because you could, not that you would even want to, not with a Vola, but you could add two single. Well, it's just the way that it's routed. It's different. Instead of having another cavity right here like this right here, these two coming in, which you usually see with a Fender body, it's just got this nice route. So that's good too. Takes away more wood from the body, makes it a little lighter, because you don't have these two inner pillars, you know, for the single coils separating them. Is that a good design or bad design? Who the fuck knows? You know, we're just kind of taking a look into that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to baby this thing for sure. You know, I still can't believe the price I got it for. So, you know, for what they're going for, I'm just like, damn. Gonna give it some love and put some 9 strings on it. All right, guys, let me I'll do another video later, because we're getting close to that 20-minute mark, and YouTube is usually saying, hey, you know, attention span, and I get it. You know, I don't like to watch long videos either. There has to be a point to it all. Let's just get to the point and then knock off the bullshit, right? So there it is. There's the inside of a Vola OZV3. Very interesting. Hopefully you'll be able to zoom in and capture this configuration. I'll just give you a close-up there of that. Really fucking nice. But what a trip, dude, on the wiring. I've never seen that, but again, lesson learned. You know, these are things I learn, especially when I'm doing my own wiring and soldering of pickups. I could actually replicate this with those pickups. That Seymour Duncan. What results will I end up with? It's hard to say, man, but that's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping in, and there she is. I mean, really nice, really nice. The frets, I don't need to worry about. They're just in extremely, really good condition. It's just really nice. The locking tuners, yeah, there is no post. So they look to be a little staggered if I'm looking at it right. So you're basically going to just get that string through there and lock it down. There's really no room to be fucking trying to do a wind on that. Like on some locking tuners like Fenders, you can get maybe 1 or 2 wraps, but no, it's just really, really down to the nitty gritty down there. So, but such a beautiful neck too. Yeah. I mean, I'm saying it's a one-piece neck, but now that the camera is picking up something different here. Like, so is this a two-piece neck? Just maple on maple, or am I fucking tripping? Because right there, that's just wood grain, but right here, it looks like it gets separated. But I don't. Maybe it is a two-piece neck. I'm gonna have to say this is a two-piece neck. I mean, and then again, fuck. It's like, is this a fucking two-piece neck? Or is? Man, I'm telling you, I need to get a better subscription. But I really don't see a seam. It's just the wood grain makes it look that way, you know, especially right here. No, there's no fucking way that's a two-piece. It's just that the way that the wood grain comes up on it like that, it's definitely a one-piece neck. At least I'm going to keep saying that to myself. But I don't see it to be a two-piece. No. I don't want to start lifting it because I have the pick guard right there, and I don't want to scratch the body. But that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We're 23 minutes into it. This is not an official guitar breakdown review, but again, this is what I was going to do for myself in this YouTube video. It'll be a part of my catalog of my musical journey. Yeah, take advantage of YouTube and post your shit. I was going to upload a video of the new Leo James piece of shit Hurricane that came out. And there again, you know, you see all these guys trying to promote that guitar. It's the best thing since fucking ice cream. It's fucking junk, bro. I'm telling you. Don't even bother wasting your time buying that Leo James Hurricane. It's neck heavy. The jelly bean tuners get in the way. And as hard as it is to tune a guitar with reverse fucking headstocks, when you got jelly bean tuners and you're trying to tune shit up, and because they're like, I don't know, 1 to 2 millimeters separation between the jelly bean tuner heads, they get in the way. And even Guitar Max was saying that it took him a long time to get that new Leo James guitar in a playable condition. And I have to totally agree. It's a nice looking piece of shit is what it is. So don't buy it. You won't be happy. I'm telling you. It's just, For the money, no. Get yourself a Firefly or find something used for that same money that will be way better. All you really got is, I don't even believe the veneer is real. It just kind of looks like a picture of some kind because there was very little movement to the flamed maple top on that Leo James Hurricane. It's a piece of shit. I had it for 30 minutes and I was like, no, you're going back. Just like every other Leo James, you're going back. Fuck Leo James. Now this is not a Leo James, man. This is something different. But there is a guitar that I can do a comparison with, and that would be my Fender, my black Fender, versus this guitar. And what is the comparison there is really the dollar value. Like that one I got at Guitar Center, Murrieta, was like $350, but what was hidden is it had two single coils and a DiMaggio Super Distortion, but an older one, and that thing is fucking wicked. But it's got tone, like this has tone, but this is in that $800 plus shipping kind of, value versus striking gold at Guitar Center at their wall of shame on their used section and picking up something that is very relevant to this as far as quality and tone, but you're not paying this kind of money brand new. If you buy this brand new, yeah, it's very expensive. So to find this on Reverb, for 500 and some change, I was like, fuck, I can't believe it. I'll take it. Shit. So yeah, very nice guitar, very nice design, very, very nice paint job. Definitely a lot of quality here. But I paid, Fender Stratocaster price for this. And I can't complain, man. This is definitely a definite winner chicken dinner, guys. So thanks for hanging out. I'm going to put these on and then I'll do another video. We'll do a little test between my Fender $350 guitar. I did nothing to it other than change the tuner knobs. That's it. And everything else and the pick guard. But everything is the way that I bought it versus this Vola. You'll find it quite interesting. So, all right, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, this is my workbench. It's nothing much. I was thinking, what else could I do here? Probably get a little small little thing with some drawers in there so I can put some of this shit. It gets to be really clutter fucked up here and I need to work it out better. But this is my only space in my one bedroom apartment. As a senior, we kind of got to make sense of it all. Like I was thinking, well, maybe I'll put some, and then you start thinking, and then before you'll just be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do shit. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out and have a blessed day and happy Memorial Day. As always, take care.